Welcome to Crazy Town. Let's finish our project. Alright everybody, so now that we've done our shopping and we've got all of our supplies laid out, it's going to be the point to making the first aid kits. Now, women, guys, no matter what, students, if you want, getting these first aid kits, these already pre-made ones, small, easy, put in your car, it's backpack, purse, these are great. These cover the basic needs. If you want to do something simple and easy, you can make smaller ones like this with your kids. And then of course, if it's just going to be around the house, a basic Tupperware thing right here. Just box, put in what you think you're going to need. I've got one of these in every bathroom. Now, in order to have something to put it in, usually we don't want you to get a huge backpack or anything. But while we were at the dollar store, we also grabbed some very cheap, easy backpacks. Okay, $1, guys. Almost everything on this table costs $1 or less. Now, depending on which one you want, doesn't matter. You can also have something as basic as black or gray or whatever, and use some red duct tape and do a big cross on it so you know it's your first aid kit. Something like that, marker, whatever. Now remember, if you were making an individual one and you don't want a lot of things in it, something as simple as one of these little zipper bags. Chicks, we use them for makeup, all that other stuff. These are great, easy. You can put in some Band-Aids and such. That's great. And again, guys, this is all about what you're going to personally need when you're out and about, what your lifestyle is. And that's the nice thing about making homemade first aid kits, is that you do get to personalize them. Now, since we're going to try and fill something up in one of these, one of the first things I do is I get a small container like this. Now, instead of just putting your first aid material in this, what we're going to do, since this is for, you know, just a general purpose that might go in somebody's car or in a bathroom or something, or, you know, just something easy to grab in case of an emergency. So, we've got these little triple antibiotic. Now, these are great because, one, they work really well, they store really well, and again, $1. When you go to the store or like Walmart or something, it's going to be a little bit more. Again, these are the generic basic ones. Now you take a couple of these out. I usually do at least 2, sometimes 3. Pretty easy. This way they're not going to get lost in the middle of all that stuff. Something else you might want to put in there, because again, this is a first aid kit. And before you put antibiotic ointment on, you might want to clean up the area. Now again, this entire box, this is 100 of these alcohol wipes. And these are awesome, guys. Seriously, somebody gets a scrape or anything, having these. So I like to put these little alcohol wipes, grab a handful, grab however many you're going to want. And you put them in here with the ointment, okay? Basic, easy, and it's a lot easier to find in the bag. So we'll start off with our blue bag. Now, this one happens to have a front pouch right here. This one is going to be for stuff that we're going to need just in case something happens. You know, just, hey, you know, somebody's got a runny nose, somebody's got something going on. So we're going to take a few basic things to put in there. We're going to take a small thing of tissue paper. And again, all this stuff, guys, around $1 each. We are going to take a lighter because, believe it or not, lighters aren't just for smoking, guys. They're for things like a frayed end of your laces or, you know, signaling something. It doesn't really matter what. Usually having a lighter is a good idea to have. So we're going to put this in this front pocket. Now, one of the things we're also going to put in here is very basic Band-Aids. Now, we're going to have more Band-Aids in the pack. Don't get me wrong on that. But you want some easy access ones. You know, if you just scrape your knuckle or something, or you're in a hurry, you want to have some available Band-Aids just waiting there. Now, one of the other things that we might put in the front, we've got a Tylenol, we've got an Adleve, we've got some Advil. Pick one of these, doesn't matter. I like these little bottles. They're really great. They're easy. And, you know, you're not carrying a bunch with you. So for this one, this is an extra strength Tylenol. And again, lots of trash. We're going to put this in this front pocket. So this front pocket doesn't have a lot of stuff in it, but it does have the necessities for just something quick and easy. Now, right now we're going to show that we've got a hand sanitizer like this. Now, normally we're not going to want to put something this big. They also carry them in smaller sizes and such, so you might want to get one of the smaller ones to put in here. Now, on the inside of your bag, just because, you know, I'm a pain in the tuchus, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these basic little zipper bags. And I don't want to be carrying a whole bunch of these boxes of Band-Aids. They're going to get smushed, all that. It's terrible. And here's something to think about, guys. If you have kids with you at all, having colored Band-Aids, crayon Band-Aids, Nerf. These are great ones. Again, we got them at the dollar store. And these kind of make kids smile. And it's just something cute to add to it. So we're going to put our box in here. But we don't want to have just those type. We're going to have this one, which is multiple ones. So we're going to get a couple of each type in there. Like I said, right now we're just mostly looking to have a variety in this bag. Now, if you are somebody who's very active, you're going to go hiking, you're going to do anything like that, one of the things that I recommend, no matter what, is to have at least one of these in your bag, no matter what. Because, hey, if you're a parent, if you're just, you know, a busy person, always have an ace bandage on you, because these bandages, it's easy to twist your ankle on an uneven road or sidewalk. It's easy to twist something when you're just trying to help out. Accidents happen, guys. This is just part of life. So I recommend keeping at least one. Now, if you're very active, like you're a big hiker, I say a couple. Mostly because, yeah, I'm accident prone, guys. I'm gonna need these. So far, we've gotten our Band-Aids, we've gotten our ointment, alcohol wipes. We've got plenty of room in here, guys. So we're gonna take, some fun colored ones, and that's a really great one that you can get at the dollar stores for $1, just colored bandage. So we're gonna put a couple in there because this is actually a gift for somebody who needs it. Now, something else I'd like you guys to keep in. Yes, we have the alcohol prep pads, but also just some anti-bacterial wipes. These are great. This is really amazing. I mean, if you're out there and you get a bunch of mud and such on your hands, these are great for just all that. So, I'm going to put that in there. Now, I'm not going to open these packages because I just don't want to. And it's not necessary. But this is gentle tape. So if you need gauze for any reason, basic gauze pad, wrap gauze, doesn't matter. This is really great to have. So we're going to put this in here, guys, because again, we're not trying to overwhelm you, but we're trying to put in the things that we're going to need. And if you've got kids, they're going to scrape themselves up. They're going to get into all sorts of things. It just happens, guys. It's just a pain. So if you do happen to have kids, most everybody carries around face masks nowadays. But just in case, you know, you happen to go somewhere and they say, hey, masks are required, or, you know, you got an extra kid with you because somebody brought a friend, keeping some extra face masks is a really great idea. And these are the kid size. We have some adult size ones, but we're going to put those in for right now. Now, another thing that I'm recommending putting in here, especially if you're an active person. Again, first aid from the dollar store. Cold and hot. Different brands. These are little patches that you can put on to help feel better. We also have some basic cream. This is a balm. Putting them in there because sometimes, guys, we don't want to take an Advil. We want to get that specific area feeling better. And like I said, this is not big, guys. This is a small little thing, but it's going to go a long way. Now, you've got pretty much basically everything. Now, this stuff that I'm going to point to next, most of it is seasonal stuff that again, seasons change, guys. Check your bags. Make sure you got enough stuff in it because life does happen. But especially in the winter and fall when that weather is going up and down, up and down. So one of the things I recommend keeping in a bag at all times, cough drops. In today's world, if you go, everybody freaks. It's like, oh God, what plague are they carrying? I swear to God, it's not a plague. It's the dry weather. And it's kind of funny saying dry weather when you got snow on the ground. But there you have it. So I recommend putting a just basic, cheap thing of cough drops in there. Now during the winter, in case you get pulled over or stuck on the side of the road or something, you might have other things. I recommend always, no matter the season, having water. And again, during the season, you don't want just a water bottle that's going to be in your car throughout the seasons, because that plastic is just not healthy to have it in the heat and the cold, heat and cold. So every few months, change out your water bottle if you haven't already drinking from it. So we got a water bottle in there. And again, guys, all this stuff is $1. You can mix, match, choose what you want in here. Again, anytime during the year. Peanut packets, the protein and such. If you're hurt, you don't want to move a little bit, you want to keep your energy level up, this. But especially during the winter seasons, I recommend putting a couple of beef sticks. Unless you're vegetarian, and then guys, I'm sorry, you don't have to put the beef sticks, I promise. You won't hurt my feelings. And y'all are gonna laugh, but Snickers! I swear I'm not advertising this, guys. But Snickers are really great because the chocolate actually has caffeine in it. All these calories are gonna help you if you're stuck on the side of the road because, whatever, the roads aren't working good, you hit an ice patch, it doesn't really matter, okay? Hopefully you have your emergency kit for that. But I like to keep these in both the emergency kit and the first aid bag because A, if you're in a situation where you're going to be cold, you're going to need this protein for burning energy. And also, a little chocolate to give to your kids kind of shuts them up, at least for a little bit. And one of the things I like about these Snicker bars is that they're gluten-free. I have 2 kids who have celiac disease, so these are good for people, okay? They're going to be covered. So we've just put that in there. If you want to put more stuff, all the power to you. Just because this happens to be going to a friend, family, and I want them to be safe, I'm going to put a little bit extra. But as I said, we've got a basic little bag. This is not big, guys. This is, it's decent size. I'm going to say it's almost the size of a purse, but it's not. Trust me, I can put a lot more stuff in my purse. But again, if you want to find a way to mark this stuff, make it easy to tell what the bag is, I've got this little top here. And this probably seems silly to a lot of people. And it's because it is. Okay, guys, I am nuts. But if you just see the handle, you know that this is different for some reason because we've put duct tape on it. Now, this is not my regular, just plain red duct tape. This is our fancy, haha, look, it's shiny. But it does the job. Now, the trick is going to be, because I made it way too big, doing things like this is personal. This is yours. This isn't, you're not trying to impress somebody. I have one of these in every vehicle I own, mostly because, like I said, I've got 5 kids and they're going to get hurt just because they're active. They're kids. It's just the way it is. And I mean, I've got them from one in a Harry Potter one to a basic black one. And again, this is something easy, basic. None of this actually costs that much if you're doing it just a little. I overboard because, you know, big family. But this is really easy. This is going to keep you probably a year. You won't go through all this stuff. But you've got the basics. And again, if you want to change it, you can. Lots of little things that you can use for it. Again, these little containers. These little soap dish, travel soap dishes. These are great for putting stuff in. They're easy, compact, and it's a lot easier to find it than trying to find the little tube at the bottom of the bag. And like I said, we've got lots of things. Oh, look, here's another thing we're going to put in. This is moleskin padding. This is for you hikers out there, people who are, you know, very active, whether it's just in heels or anything, doesn't matter. You're going to get those blisters, and if you're in the middle of nowhere, you're just going to be miserable. These help amazingly. It's not going to take the blister away, but you know what? It is going to make it easier for you to get where you're going. Now, I'm not going to put any in here since this bag isn't for me, it's for somebody else. But one of the other things I recommend is putting in an extra pair of socks. Those are good for any time of year because, like I said, life happens. You're going to, you know, have somebody spill water on you. Do it. Wet feet are the most uncomfortable thing possible when you don't have the option of just going barefoot. So, this is our first aid kit. Hopefully this guys gave you a few ideas, if not. And again, there's other things you can put in. I've got a spray of just hydrogen peroxide in, and I really love this because this is only 3%. This little spray, you're not having an open bottle or anything. It covers up the little area and you can clean up the really bad spots. So I guess it will be nice to give this to him too. But again, guys, this is a basic first aid kit. By making your own, you can put in whatever you want, whatever you know you're going to need regularly. If you got the money and you don't want to take this, please go to places like Walmart, Target, the grocery store. It does not matter where. They offer first aid kits, and they come anywhere from, you know, a few dollars to like $20 to even more, depending on how big it is. And that is just really important to have because, as I keep saying, life happens. Hands get slammed into doors. Somebody's running and skids a knee. You bump your head into something. And let me tell you something. You cut your head, the blood's not going to stop, people. Doesn't matter how bad it was. You know, straining a muscle, just being a human being, guys. We wear and tear our bodies. So again, take the time, get a first aid kit, put it in your car, put it in your house. Make sure you have one in the bathroom. Be prepared because I'd rather you guys have this stuff and not need it than need it and not have it. So I don't keep bugging you, I'm going to wrap up and say try to live every day to the fullest by finding the fun. And you guys, we'll catch you next time. Bye. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Please check out our other videos already on YouTube and give us a like and subscribe. And if you hit that bell for notifications, you'll know when we put something new out. So try to make every day matter by finding the fun. You guys have a great one. Bye.